This is video 6. In this aerobic respiration, details of aerobic respiration is there. There are different steps of aerobic respiration. What is aerobic respiration? The respiration which required oxygen is called aerobic respiration. In this, very importantly, complete oxidation of glucose takes place. Complete oxidation. Complete oxidation and all energy is utilized of one glucose molecule. There are different steps of aerobic respiration. The first step, which is called glycolysis. It takes place in cytoplasm. And then second step, it is called Krebs cycle. This takes place in mitochondria. And third, that is called electron transport system or electron transport chain. This chain or system, it takes place in mitochondria. First, glycolysis. Glycolysis, suppose this is a cellular respiration, hence it takes place inside the cell. Here is a cell and this is nucleus. This is cytoplasm. This is cytoplasm. Now, through digestive system, blood, from digestive system, blood takes the glucose and transport it to the different cells of the body. When glucose enter into the cell, here is glucose. This glucose firstly in the cytoplasm get converted into a chemical called pyruvic acid. This, from one glucose molecule, two molecules of pyruvic acids are formed. And during this process, NADH2, a chemical which is a coenzyme. Actually, it is given in your textbook enzyme. It is a coenzyme. NADH2, 2 ATP and 2 water molecules are formed. And this complete process takes place in cytoplasm. Pyruvic acid. Pyruvic acid further get converts into acetyl-CoA, a chemical called acetyl coenzyme A. This process takes place in the mitochondria. This is mitochondria, and then the glycolysis get complete. But conversion from pyruvic acid to acetyl-CoA, while entering from cytoplasm to mitochondria, pyruvic acid get converted into acetyl-CoA. There are two molecules of pyruvic acid, hence two molecules of acetyl coenzyme A are formed. The name of NADH2, it is called nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate. It is an energy compound, also a coenzyme or assimilatory power it is called. Now, the second step, which is called Krebs cycle. Krebs cycle also takes place in mitochondria. This takes place in glycolysis in cytoplasm, and Krebs cycle takes place in mitochondria. In mitochondria, this acetyl-CoA then undergoes cyclic changes, and these complete changes, there are different steps, many chemicals are formed, and that is in cyclic manner, and this cycle is called Krebs cycle. During Krebs cycle, again NADH2, one more coenzyme or enzyme which is called FADH2, and carbon dioxide are produced during this reaction. That will take details later. Third is electron transport system. Electron transport system also takes place on the inner membrane of mitochondria. In this, the coenzyme which are NADH2 and FADH2, they are producing or converted into the ATP molecule. and from ultimately from one glucose molecule after glycolysis means glucose to pyruvic acid and acetyl CoA formation. This complete step is called glycolysis. After glycolysis, then Krebs cycle takes place, and then after electron transport system. From one glucose molecule, glycolysis takes place, acetylation means acetyl CoA is formed, Krebs cycle is run, and electron transport system is forwarded. So, after the end of electron transport system, all these energy molecules get converted into the ATP. Now we are jumping over the next point, each and every step of aerobic respiration. Now I am going to explain. The first step, glycolysis, second step, Krebs cycle, and third step, electron transport chain or electron transport system. So first I am taking glycolysis. What is glycolysis? Glycolysis, it is a process in which glucose is oxidized. It is oxidized into pyruvic acid. This is the first. This process is called glycolysis. Means it is a process in which glucose get oxidized into pyruvic acid by releasing 2 ATP, 2 NADH2 and 2 water molecules. Let us take the details. In cytoplasm, this is cell nucleus. Here is glucose molecule. This glucose molecule, it is actually a 6-carbon compound. As you know, glucose is C6H12O6. So how many carbon? 6 carbons are present in glucose. Now, during oxidation, stepwise oxidation takes place. The meaning of stepwise means there are many chemical reactions, about 10 chemical reactions are there, but this is not in your syllabus. So, this glucose get converted stepwise, it is oxidized and ultimately pyruvic acid is formed. Pyruvic acid, actually it is a 3-carbon compound. It is a 6-carbon compound and it is a 3-carbon compound. So, hence from one glucose molecules, 2 pyruvic acid molecules are formed. Now, these pyruvic acid molecule now enter into the mitochondria, a cell organelle called mitochondria. Mitochondria, it is a cell organelle which is also called powerhouse of the cell. This pyruvic acid enter inside and gets converted into acetyl CoA. Acetyl coenzyme A. How many pyruvic acids are there? 2 molecules. Hence, 2 molecules of acetyl CoA are formed. Now, each molecule will enter into the Krebs cycle. Likewise, from one glucose, 2 acetyl CoA are ultimately formed. How we can write the complete reaction of this? We can write the complete reaction as pyruvic acid is formed from glucose. Glucose is oxidized into 2 molecules of pyruvic acid, and during this reaction 2 NADH2 molecule, and NADH2 are what? Nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate. So 2 NADH2 molecules are formed plus 2 ATP are formed. These ATP are direct energy. Directly ATP we are obtaining in the glycolysis, and these are indirect energy which are coenzyme. In electron transport system, we are fetching out the energy from NADH2. Now 2 ATPs are formed plus 2 water molecules are formed. This complete reaction is of glycolysis. Again, the complete reaction of glycolysis, if it is asked, then you have to write in this way: glucose oxidized into 2 molecules of pyruvic acid plus 2 NADH2 plus 2 water molecules. In this, pyruvic acid is formed. Now, further this pyruvic acid undergo acetylation, means formation of acetyl-CoA. That reaction, how we write? Pyruvic acid, it is get converted, oxidized into acetyl coenzyme A plus NADH2 plus CO2. Here we have taken 1 pyruvic acid. How many pyruvic acids are formed from glucose? 2. Here we have taken 1 pyruvic acid, hence it gets oxidized into 1 molecule of acetyl-CoA, 1 molecule of NADH2 and 1 carbon dioxide molecule. But if we consider 2 pyruvic acid, then we have to multiply complete reaction by 2. 2 acetyl-CoA, 2 NADH2 and 2 carbon dioxide water molecules will release. Glycolysis, it is discovered by 3 scientists and their co-workers. Hence it is called EMP pathway. That is EMP pathway. This is named after 3 scientists. That is Amberden, Meyerhoff and Parnas. Hence it is also called EMP pathway. It is discovered by them. Here is question number 13 of notes. You have to keep notes along with you while watching the videos. The question is explain Krebs cycle. We have learned that pyruvic acid is formed, that is in cytoplasm, then it enters into a cell organelle. This cell organelle is mitochondria. It is cell, and inside the cell there is mitochondria. Pyruvic acid is formed. It is formed from glucose. And then it enters and forms acetyl-CoA. This acetyl-CoA, now it undergo a cyclic reaction which is called Krebs cycle. This Krebs cycle was discovered by Hans Krebs. Hence it is called Krebs cycle. He got Nobel Prize in 1953. It is also called citric acid cycle. Why it is called citric acid cycle? Because the first compound which is formed during this cyclic change is citric acid. Hence, it is also called citric acid cycle, the first compound which is produced in Krebs cycle. It is also called TCA cycle. Why it is called TCA cycle? Because most of the compound which are formed in this cycle are tricarboxylic. Means they are having 3 COOH group that you will learn in higher standards. So 3 COOH group. Each chemical which is formed or the compound which is formed during this reaction, most of them they are containing 3 COOH group. Hence this cycle is also known as tricarboxylic acid cycle, or it is called TCA cycle. Hence 3 names are there: Krebs cycle, citric acid cycle, and TCA cycle. During this reaction, the chemical which are formed, for example, here is acetyl-CoA. This acetyl-CoA react with a compound, any compound, for example A, and it forms a chemical called citric acid. It is the first compound. It is the first compound which is formed, and hence this is also called citric acid cycle. Then after, many other compounds are formed, for example C, D, E, etc. And F. Here, this is an important compound which is called alpha ketoglutaric acid. This name is not given in the textbook, but it is important compound which is formed during the Krebs cycle. During this cycle, here NADH2 is formed. Here carbon dioxide is released out. Again, many other chemicals are formed. For example, G, H, I, J, etc. And ultimately, again the chemical A is formed. From A we have started, and this is the cycle. Cycle means where from we are starting, again the same chemical is produced. During this, from this to this, again one NADH2 is formed. Again one carbon dioxide is also released. Here again one NADH2 is produced. Likewise, from one acetyl-CoA, I am talking about one acetyl-CoA. How many pyruvic acid form from one glucose molecule? 2 molecules of pyruvic acid and 2 molecules of acetyl-CoA. Now, one molecule of acetyl-CoA, how it enters in the cycle, Krebs cycle, and forms the different compounds. When one acetyl-CoA molecule enter, then how many NADH2s are produced? 1, 2 and 3. How many carbon dioxides are produced? 1 and 1, 2. One more coenzyme is produced here, and that coenzyme is called FADH2. We can simply call it coenzyme or enzyme. So these 2 coenzymes are produced in Krebs cycle, while only one enzyme is produced in glycolysis, that is NADH2. But in Krebs cycle, 2 types of coenzymes or enzymes are produced here. The name of FADH2 is flavin adenine dinucleotide. So flavin adenine dinucleotide, that is FADH2. So from one acetyl-CoA, 3 molecules of NADH2, 1 molecule of FADH2 and 2 carbon dioxides are released out. But during this, 3 H2O, 3 water molecules are utilized, means they are entering into the reaction. Hence, it is called a cycle, because where from it is starting, the same place it is ending. And the first chemical which is formed is citric acid. Then after, it is represented in the textbook with this diagram. That is, acetyl-CoA is not written there, pyruvic acid is entering, then after it is given in the textbook like this. Here it is given NADH2 plus CO2, that you can understand NADH2 plus CO2 released out. Here again it is given NADH2 plus CO2, NADH2 plus CO2, it is again NADH2 plus CO2, and again one FADH2 is released out, that is FADH2, and again one NADH2 is released out. All this from one pyruvic acid which converted into one molecule of acetyl-CoA. We are calculating for one, and if we are calculating for one glucose, then two pyruvic acid, two acetyl-CoA, and everything become double. Everything become double. That I will tell you in the reaction itself. The overall reaction of Krebs cycle we can write in such a manner, that is acetyl-CoA, it get convert plus two molecules of, here we can take two molecules, 2 NADH2, 2 NAD plus 2 no, 3 NAD plus 1 FAD plus 3 H2O, because 3 water molecules are utilized during Krebs cycle, and ultimately what is formed, that is 3 molecules of NADH2, 1 molecule FADH2, plus 2 molecules of carbon dioxide are released. That 1 molecule and 1, 2 from one acetyl-CoA, 1, 2, 3 NADH2, 3 NADH2. Hence from 2 we have to multiply it. It is for 1 acetyl-CoA, 3 NAD, FAD plus 3 H2O. Now suppose we are multiplying whole reaction with 2, then how many will form? Everything will be double. That is 2 acetyl-CoA, 6 NAD, 2 FAD, 6 water molecule, and 6 NADH2 will produce, and 2 FADH2 will produce, and 4 carbon dioxide will release. But the reaction which is given in textbook is like this with only 1. Hence we are considering this reaction. But for understanding, there are 2 molecules, hence we multiply the complete reaction by 2. In this, one more thing is given in the textbook along with this diagram, that is fatty acid. Fatty acid enter inside. Acetyl-CoA is not given. Actually, this is only for glucose. When glucose is oxidized, all this reaction will take place. When fatty acid is oxidized, that is not in our part. But if fatty acid is oxidized, then fatty acid firstly convert into acetyl-CoA, and then after it enter into the Krebs cycle. Hence it is given fatty acid. This part we will take in another video.